I'd like to thank everyone for coming out for this special announcement from the James Beard Foundation. I'm Jamie Estes with Estes Public Relations, and we are the local event planners for this fabulous event. It is my pleasure to introduce my friend and Beard Foundation COO, Chris Moon, to the podium.
Thank you, Jamie, and thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming out. I'm really thrilled to be back here in Louisville. As I've jokingly said a few times so far today, it's starting to feel like my home away from home. I've been down here quite a bit recently, and I love this great town. Amazing culinary destination here in Louisville, Kentucky. So I'm here today to share a bit with you about our JBF Taste America tour. The reason I'm really here is to announce that our 6th annual Taste America National Culinary Tour is coming to Louisville for the first time ever this fall. It's exciting news indeed. Louisville is actually one of just 10 dynamic culinary destinations in the series that also includes Austin, Boston, Chicago, Los Angeles, New Orleans, Philadelphia, Phoenix, San Francisco, and Seattle. Good company to be in, I would say. Louisville's Taste America event will be held on Friday, October 19th at the 2,250-acre third-generation Ashburn Farms in LaGrange with a collaborative dinner that is benefiting the James Beard Foundation. And as part of this, the James Beard Foundation is proud to donate a portion of the proceeds that will be raised that night into our Taste America Scholarship Fund, which will benefit a student from Kentucky who wishes to pursue an education in the culinary arts. All that being said, we are really thrilled to showcase Louisville's unique culinary talent in our series and to support the next generation of talent through this fundraiser where we're supporting the next generation. So you're going to hear a bit more from me later, but I'm really excited to introduce our special guest here today. You know him well. Please join me in welcoming Mayor Greg Fisher to say a few words.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is a heck of a way to start the week. This has been something that we've been hoping to achieve, one of many culinary milestones that we shoot for, and we certainly believe that we've always been ready for, but it's nice when other folks step up and recognize this way, because really there's no higher praise than when the James Beard Foundation gets involved, and we've loved working with you guys over these past couple years. So thank you so much for selecting us here today. I mean, James Beard's not only the definition in excellence in food, but they also are showing what leadership looks like in terms of food systems, sustainability, all the ways that we should look kind of past what comes on the plate to how can we develop these systems that are sustainable, that will be with us, that we can be proud of what we see on the plate and how we're affecting the planet with this, and how we really pull this full ecosystem of the human being with the environment together so that we can say we're doing this in the right way. So thank you guys for being such great leaders in that area. When you think about what we've done here in our city and what we're trying to do around health, around lifelong learning, and around compassion, partners like James Beard validate what we're doing, which is important for us here locally, I think. It's important for our local chefs. We got so many great chefs I see in the back. Kathy Carey, thank you. Anush, thank you for being here. We've got Brown Hotel. I'm sure there's many folks here. These are the guys that helped us establish ourselves long ago. Sorry, Kathy, not that long ago, but she was one of the co-chairs of our local food and beverage work group, local food and bourbon work group that we put together about 4 years ago as well. That project helped us in many ways to get to where we're at here today. So as we talk about Taste America and join that list with the 9 other cities, I mean, those are all good cities, and we're a good city here too as well. And I just get a great amount of pride when people talk about coming to Louisville and seeing this food scene that you guys have put together. I'm really appreciative of our local food scene. We don't have divas amongst our chefs. We've got folks that say, how can we make each other better? How can we cooperate? How can we work with our farmers so that we all put a better product on the plate? And then we bring our different parts of the community together to make that happen. So it's really been a massive teamwork massive teamwork example to make this happen. Our food and beverage sector is leading the way in terms of our placemaking. When you think about how a city can distinguish itself, one of the ways we do that is through our food and beverage scene. And here, the restaurant we're in today, Decca, is just a tremendous example of that. I could be up here until dinner time talking about all the places that Decca has been written up just recently, Annie. Garden and Gun, Wall Street Journal, Bon Appetit, Food and Wine. And we just have a tremendous, tremendous example of what excellence is like with Annie Petrie over here. So let's give her a round of applause. She, this is the humble Annie, she always wants to be in the background. So thank you, Annie, for the wonderful work that you're doing. I love also, you love these lists that we're getting on. Our food and beverage scene is getting a national recognition of all times. And when the top 10 or top 5 lists come out for foodie cities, whether it's here in the country or around the world, which seems like we're always popping up on those. We appreciate that. We're seeing it in our tourism numbers. We hosted more than 16 million tourist visits last year, and we're also investing to make sure that we're ready for even more tourist visits as well, and cultivating the next generation of Louisville chefs through things like the culinary track at JCPS academies, Chef Space, amazing food entrepreneurship taking place at 18th and Muhammad Ali. A hat tip to Ed Lee for what he's doing with the Women's Chef Leadership Academy that he's developed, and of course Sullivan University is doing great work for us as well. I would be remiss in not doing my job if I moved away from this podium without talking about the important role of bourbon and bourbonism in our food scene. This whole concept we really wanted to put the highlight on when our administration started, because when you think about what's unique about Louisville, there's many things unique about Louisville, but we are the trailhead for the entire bourbon industry. The way that we've embraced that now as, again, a placemaking strategy has really helped our city in multiple ways. From the almost 10 urban bourbon experiences, micro bourbon experiences that we have right now, the pairing of bourbon with food, the 20 hotels that are under construction in our city right now to support bourbonism, to support our newly expanded downtown convention center. You can really see how it's all coming together and how we're aligned around this strategy of tourism and hospitality, and bourbonism is really pulling all of that together. Just recently, Rabbit Hole just opened up right down the block here in Nulu. Old Forester is our most recent addition, great Brown-Forman product, obviously. The original bourbon with the innovation of taking bourbon from a barrel and putting it into a bottle, and their beautiful new distillery experience that we have here as well. So I want to thank Mark Bacon and his team at Woodford Reserve and Brown-Forman for helping us in so many ways, and all of the folks involved with the bourbon industry. So on behalf of all of the people here in Louisville, we're excited to extend our partnership with the James Beard Foundation, and we look forward to hosting Taste America this coming October. So thank you all very much. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mayor Gregg. We're really thrilled to be back. So it's really wonderful to have the support of the city and the community here. I'm going to share some details with you now about the Taste America Tour. I'm really proud to announce that the local all-star chef for the event is Annie Petrie, chef, owner of Decca, and our host here today, of course. Annie, thank you for welcoming us all here. Annie will be joined by a visiting all-star chef, which is news that we save for our national kickoff on August 1st, so keep your eyes posted for that. Annie will fill you in on our other celebrated chefs who are all taking part in the dinner just a little bit later. But I do want to mention that we have another special guest who will be coming into town. James Beard award-winning pastry chef and also past chair of the Board of Trustees for the James Beard Foundation, Emily Lucchetti, will be a special guest who's coming in from Big Night Restaurant Group in San Francisco, and we're really thrilled that she will join the visiting talent here in October. So I'd like to extend a very warm thank you to our premier partners, Austin and Janie Musselman of Ashburn Farms. They will be hosting the dinner at their beautiful farm, and Woodford Reserve, of course, who is not only supporting our Louisville event here, but is also supporting our national events across the country as a national sponsor. Please give them both a round of applause. Also have some other partners that I'd like to acknowledge. We certainly, as a nonprofit, could not do this without our partners, and so please thank Kentucky Department of Tourism and Travel, the Kentucky Department of Agriculture, and Kentucky Proud, who are premium sponsors, and our community partners, including Louisville Tourism, the Lexington Convention and Visitor Bureau, Superior Meats, 21C Museum Hotels, Davis Jewelers, and Bourbon Barrel Foods. Give them all a round of applause. And last but not least, I want to recognize our committee co-chairs. Ben Robinson of Superior Meats, who also is the chair of our Young Professional Committee at the James Beard Foundation in New York. Thank you for your time and talents. And Deborah Greenwald and Rosemary Kirkwood, who volunteered countless hours of their time at community events. Thank you, guys. So it's really the generosity of time and talent and funds that help organizations like the James Beard Foundation continue to run programs and events like this across the country throughout the year. It certainly would not be possible without all of the people in the room here today, and so I thank you all on behalf of our new CEO, Claire Reichenbach, and all of the colleagues back in New York. We're really thrilled to be coming here in October. I'm personally thrilled to be coming back in October for what I know is going to be an amazing weekend of events. And I thank you all for being here today. And so now, it's really my pleasure to invite Mark Bacon, Global Brand Director of Woodford Reserve, up to the podium. Woodford Reserve, as I said, has been a fantastic partner to the James Beard Foundation over the course of this year through the James Beard Awards, through Taste America, and has also stepped up to support the event here locally. So, Mark, thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much, Chris and Mr. Mayor. Woodford Reserve is honored to partner with the James Beard Foundation and to be the presenting sponsor of its Taste America tour. This partnership is a perfect food and beverage pairing because we both share a passion for quality and flavor. The attention to details and the dedication to flavor is why Woodford Reserve is revered as the world's finest tasting bourbon. I'd like to recognize our Master Distiller, Chris Morris, our Assistant Master Distiller, Elizabeth McCall, and our Chef in Residence, Weta Michael, who are with us here today. We'd love to have you come visit our distillery just 60 miles from here in Versailles, Kentucky, and really enjoy not only a fine Woodford Reserve product, but also the pairing that Weta has mastered with food. It's truly a great experience. And to Chris Moon and the James Beard leadership team, we're glad to welcome you to our Woodford family. And we're particularly pleased that Louisville and Kentucky have reached a culinary milestone and are hosting a Taste America dinner event. It's now my honor to introduce one of the nation's best chefs and one of Kentucky's culinary stars. We're at her restaurant, Decca, today. Please welcome Chef Annie Petrie.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you all for coming today. Really excited for this dinner. Really nervous for this speech, but really excited for this dinner. So the James Beard Foundation is the stanchion for all that is good in the culinary community. They're continually pushing to maintain these standards and to raise the bar, and that's really important to me and really exciting. But more importantly, as a young chef starting out, the James Beard is like the pinnacle of success. Being included or part of working with them is such an honor, and I'm pinching myself right now that it's real. Every time I work with them, I'm just blown away and super excited and blessed to be included. So if you didn't know that, it's a little tidbit. If you ask most any chef, they're going to say James Beard. That's our goal. So for Louisville to be one of the 10 cities is really exciting. It's a huge honor. I've been waiting patiently for years for it. So it's my honor now to introduce all the other chefs and some of the food sponsors that are involved in this wonderful spread today. So our host venue is Ashburn Farms, and the chefs there will be kindly hosting us and guiding us through the meal. We have let me look at my notes. James Jones. Jason Jones, I'm sorry. I told you, I'm nervous. Patrick Roney and Noki Bukayu. We have Anush Shariat of Anush Bistro and Noosh Nosh. We have Damaris Phillips, really exciting, of Food Network's The Bobby and Damaris Show. Kathy Carey of Lily's. You're here somewhere, right? Hello, thanks for coming. Mike Vida of Proof on Main. Ming Pu of 502 Bar and Bistro. Wita Michael of Wita Michael Family of Restaurants, and Woodford, who provided the wonderful bourbon for tonight, or today. Paco Garcia of Con Huevos, and James Adams of the Brown Hotel. I'd also like to thank the James Beard Foundation for choosing Louisville and coming to support our city. It's really exciting. Also, Chris Moon, newly appointed COO of James Beard, so congratulations to you. And then for this food today, prepared by our executive chef, Cody Stone. We have some amazing cheeses from Capriol Farms and Judy Shad, hello. The beautiful spread right here. Superior Meats, Shuckman's Fish Company and Smokery, Spade and Table Farms donated this amazing spread of veggies that were just picked out of the earth. And we also have a cocktail for you to enjoy to kick off your week. Happy Monday, let's start drinking at noon. We have a cocktail with Woodford Reserve and a coffee, bitters, and sugar from our our beverage director, David Butterworth. Thank you all so much for coming and bearing with my speech here. I can't wait to see you all on October 18th and invite you to join us in this super exciting event with James Beard. A wonderful dinner. The food's going to be amazing, I promise. So come be a part of history with us. Thank you.
This has been a Metro TV production, a public service of Louisville Metro Government.